They did give you an office. Usually, like people don't want the boss kids in there, but I'm cool with all the driving. So
Okie dokie, and we are live. Alright guys, welcome back. So let's see, to do a real quick review. You guys were in the trenches of war, and you were on your way to stop giant cannon from blowing up your rebel base, as it were, which was a holy site and held some items of great significance. You and another team were going to destroy the two different cannons. You, led by the old-timer Remy Faust, had some adventures and some battles. You eventually got to the cannon, where Remy ultimately sacrificed himself to destroy the cannon. When you emerged, to find your holy site still being blown up, seemingly that the other team has missed the mark. So you've headed over to see what happened. You found the 4 dead bodies of your comrades and 1 missing, and the cannon seemingly destroyed from the blast. And you, through your knowledge of the world and things that are going on in it, you know that there is a way to time travel, which you're going to try and enact to get back and maybe stop that from happening. But to do that, you have to pick up a gem. This gem is located in a city, one of the capital cities of the opposition. And so you're making your way to that city to try and get that gem. So as we pan in and open up, we're coming into the forest. You're making your way through the forest. You can't travel by road because you'll be spotted, especially with your cleric wearing his cleric garb. And
clang, 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 Kratos!
Yeah. So as we zoom in on our characters, all 4 of you, the 3 of you who are in the battle, and another character who you've picked up along the way, and we have not yet met as viewers, but who is part of your party now. You're all 4 madly dashing through the woods. You're running from something. You're trying to get away or make some distance. What is it that you are running from?
The truth.
Oh, that went dark.
This is something physical.
Okay.
Or some things physical. I don't know. It could be a group of things. You tell me.
A Tyrannosaurus.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Tyrannosaurus. All right. So you were running from a Tyrannosaurus, or a lizard-like creature, at least, something resembling a Tyrannosaurus. Short arms, big snout, pretty huge. So you're all running. What do you do?
I can't fight it.
You can. That's an option you have.
It seems like something you would do.
Can I discern reality to see if that's throwing my life away or if I've got this?
Maybe you want to spout lore about
Sure.
Tyrannosauruses using your wisdom. 2d6 plus whiz.
That will be a 7.
Okay, so you know a little bit about Tyrannosauruses. You know that they're pretty top heavy. That when fighting them, maybe attacking the legs is the first point of strategy to get them on the ground anyways. You definitely want to know you want to stay away from the mouth, and that their arms are pretty useless.
Just gonna yell out, hit him in the knees and stay to the side.
Okay. You want to
and then
devise?
pointedly.
Do you want to devise a plan, or I mean, so you all have adventuring gear. So in your adventuring gear, you can pull sort of basic adventuring items on it. One of those things could be a ladder or a torch or a rope. Oh
my God, we could hawk this.
So if there's any options you think you want to pull from that, you can, or if you just want to like straight up start attacking it, that's cool too.
After you mentioned the rope, I don't know if you were suggesting it, but I'm going to toss one end of my rope to Melody and expend a use of my pack and just yell, you go around one side, I'll go around the other.
I was thinking the same thing. Trip it up.
Okay.
We're going to take it down.
All right, so I will need you both to roll 2d6 plus Constitution, because this is your ability to basically hold up against the rope as the dinosaur trips over it.
13.
Okay, 2d6, and then my constitution is... Now, is that plus the 13 or the 1?
The 1.
Okay, 11.
Oh, man. Okay. All right.
I mean, I got double 6.
Yeah, right. Fantastic. All right, so yeah, you'll both grab each end of the rope, running towards the Tyrannosaurus. You as you're running away from it, Carteroth, you toss the end of the rope to Melody, and then you immediately just turn and run backwards. The Tyrannosaurus is completely caught off guard by this, and he just keeps running forward. He doesn't have time to react, and so you bum rush his legs and pull tight, and the Tyrannosaurus starts toppling towards the ground with a giant and he puts his little hands out, but it's no good. It's no good. His hands are too small. So even though he puts them out, they're like, "Yay!" And he lands face first onto the ground. And he's going to take some damage on that. So let's get the damage. He's going to take 6 damage. Wow, nice. 6 damage to the Tyrannosaurus as he hits the ground. He is now momentarily indisposed. So our fighter friend and our immolator, what are you guys doing?
Let's see. So are we like one to continue?
You gonna attack it? Yeah. Or y'all can just make a mad dash and run away. That's options.
I mean,
We've done this before.
Audrey is gonna yell
we
out,
just like
"Stab him in
attacking
the
it.
face!"
I mean, we can go for that. I'm fine. If you want to attack it, I'll do it.
Oh, Codrith is all about murdering this
Okay.
thing now that he knows he can.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So are you attacking?
Yeah. I'll do
Basically,
that.
And,
monster hunter.
And fighter
Yeah.
friend, who is yet unnamed, are you also attacking?
Yes, please.
Okay. Are you gonna do a combo attack? Are you attacking individually? How's that working?
We could do combo attack.
Yes, I'm down for a combo attack.
All right. Cool.
Yeah.
All right. So let's get. How do you want to do? How do you do the combo? What are you gonna do?
It's on the ground, right?
Yeah.
How big are you, Mike?
I'm like, not like huge, but like, normal, I guess.
I'm fairly large. I'm going to throw
I mean,
you
I could
at
like pick it up and then like toss it over to you and you finish it or something.
Ooh, yes. How about you toss it over to me and I'll cut off its head with my axe?
I don't. Okay. So this is a dinosaur, right? So you guys aren't picking up a dinosaur, right?
Well, I can't use magic or something.
Yeah. Now you can throw each other. Y'all can sort of attack jointly, or any sort of other creative way you can think to fight together that doesn't involve picking up a dinosaur, right?
2 tons of flesh in the morning workout.
Okay, I can chuck you at it. I'm a fairly large person.
All right.
That's fine.
All right. Let's get Mike T to roll 2d6 plus your strength, and then fighter friend, let's get you to roll 2d6 plus it'll be plus 1.
Got a 7.
All right.
So I'm rolling 2d6 plus what?
Yeah, plus 1.
It'll be 8.
All right. So then you'll add an additional to Mike T's. So Mike T, you're gonna stab this thing. Are you gonna stab it or hit it? Are you gonna whack it with your stick? Are you gonna poke it in the eye? Are you gonna kick it? What are you gonna do? Tell me.
I'll stab it.
You gonna stab it?
Yeah.
With,
Stab right in the chest.
with your pole? Where at?
Yeah.
Where are you stabbing it at?
Like right in the chest, like area, like right in the middle.
Okay, well it's on the ground. It's like laying face down on the ground.
Okay, let's stab it in the head. Then.
All right, on the head. All right.
Yeah.
So let's roll for damage.
Okay. The D10.
Is your damage D10?
Oh no, D8. I think it's D8.
Yeah, D8. I think it is D8. All right, yeah. He's a tough SOB, right? So you're doing 2 damage to it, and while that's happening, fighter friend, as you've thrown our immolator, you've also rushed the dinosaur, and you're gonna attack it.
Yeah.
All right, so let's get you to roll 2d6 plus your strength.
You know what I'm saying? So then,
Said plus strength.
Yep.
That's 2, so 9.
Well, it's okay. Yeah, so 9. All right, and then go ahead and roll for damage.
Alright.
There was still a girl sitting in her TL, just like hers, since this morning when I walked at
6.
All right, cool. So tell me how you hit it.
That bitch was still in her car.
When I rush it, I'm just gonna lodge my axe in his back.
Okay. All right. Cool. All right. So yeah, you're doing that for 6 damage. You as the two of you sort of hit it, one right after the other, it lets out another cry of pain and anguish, and it goes to stand up, and as it's standing up, it starts shaking back and forth, and you're still attached to your axe and it on its back and shaking you back and forth like a rag doll, and it eventually shakes you off, and you sort of land on top of our friend Mike T, and you're both gonna take just a little bit of damage from that.
No.
Yep. So you're both taking 3 damage minus your armor. So.
Yep.
All right, and so now the T-Rex is up and he's mad. What are Kodroth and Melody doing?
Hit him in the ankle. I'm gonna try to sweep the leg.
All right, and Melody, what are you doing?
Stabbing at the feet.
7 feet.
Hack and slash.
All right. Now, you have a bow too, right?
No.
Oh, okay. I thought you had a bow. All right. So yeah, okay.
Elf
So
without a bow.
you're gonna slash at the dinosaur with your little knife. Cool.
Yeah.
Good deal. So let's roll some dice on that. Let me get you both to
Okay.
roll 2d6 plus dex on Melody and plus strength on Kodroth.
All right, I'm gonna click the old hack and slash and see what comes up.
Yeah.
All right, I rolled a 7.
All right.
I got a 3.
Total. Cool. All right. Well, Tiny Knife wins this one.
I mean, my last roll was 2 6s, so...
Right, yeah, the dice gods have spoken. All right, cool. So, Melody, let me get you to roll for damage.
Okay. 1.
Okay. I mean, that's what you would expect from a knife on a dinosaur. So, yeah, you inflict a tiny scratch on his ankle. He doesn't even notice. But he does take a little bit of damage. He's it's the kind of scratch that, like, looks like it's gonna bleed. It isn't, but it looks like it's going to, right? But he's more concerned about the dude swinging a mace at him, and so he rears his foot back and gives a big sweeping kick, kicking Kodroth across the field for 3 damage, so minus your armor.
Woohoo.
But you get blown back.
Side note.
Yeah.
Did we heal?
Yeah. You've had time to travel and stuff, so you're back to full health, or what you were until this fight started, anyways.
Yeah.
Now maybe not so much, right? So you go flying across the forest, rolling in some grass. But meanwhile, our
I'm okay.
Azar, our Emulator, and our mysterious fighter have kind of recovered. What are you guys doing?
How far away was I thrown off of this dinosaur?
You just dropped right underneath it, basically.
Ah. Did it die? I may have missed that.
It is not dead for sure.
Okay, cool.
It's a dinosaur. It's gonna take a little more than that to kill it.
I'm 100% gonna cut at its legs.
Okay. So you take a swing at its legs with your axe.
Yes.
Yep. And then what are you doing, Azar?
He's gonna attack.
Yeah.
I can help him with that again, I guess.
All right. So you're gonna roll for help on that. Right.
Yeah, that's it.
So let's get you to roll 2d6, Mr. Fighter, plus your strength.
Christine and him should have went perfectly with their both. Like, she legit was like, well, she figured out.
Give me just a second. So what am I doing?
2d6 plus strength.
Okay.
I was like, hey, look, Katie, don't you? She was like, what?
I have something playing in the background. So nice. All right, so 7.
Okay. And then Mike T, you're gonna roll to assist, right?
Yeah.
So let's roll 2d6 plus 1.
3. What's 4? So 4.
Cool. All right. So Stanley, you still there?
No.
Did we lose Daniel?
Oh, wait. Oh.
That's so fun.
No,
All
there
right,
it is.
there he is. All right.
Yeah.
So yeah, Stanley, tell me how you're gonna swing your axe at this thing.
All right, I am going to try to chop off one of its toes, I guess.
Okay, and let's roll for damage then.
All right, that's a D10.
Yep.
Cool, 5.
Awesome. Good deal. All right. So yeah, cut off a toe. Do it. Describe it to me in all its glory.
All right, I'm going to swing my axe wildly down upon its toe, and after I've swung it down, chopped it off, I'm going to pick it up and just hold it above my head.
Cool, cool. And Azar was running in for the assist, but he misjudged. And so as you're raising the toe, you come up and sort of just like catch him on the bottom of the chin, knocking him back. And you failed your roll, obviously. So yep, knocking him back, and he's going to take 3 damage minus your armor.
3. Damn.
Yep.
I'm getting screwed here twice.
Yep. So you're taking 3 damage on that, and then stumbling back just a little bit. All the while, our cleric Kadrath, you've sort of regained yourself, and maybe you're doing something.
I'm going to like not just roll out of the grass. I'm just going to leap up, mace in hand, and yell, "By Kratos, I will slay you, beast!"
Okay.
I'm going to cast magic weapon.
Okay. All right.
So,
get a roll for
that
that.
is a 10.
Okay. All right. So hold on. You're midair, and Melody, what are you doing?
I'm gonna try that hack and slash again, but this time instead of the foot, I'm going for the leg.
Okay. All right. So you roll 2d6 plus your dex.
Okay, I rolled a 7.
Cool. All right. So explain to me, Kadrath, your actions.
I'm just I blessed my mace, so now it's shining with this honestly hateful red light.
Okay. Yeah.
And then I'm just, because I picture Kadrath is probably in the grass that's at least up to his waist. He's trying to like charge back into the fray at the beast, but
Yeah.
he's sort of like high kneeing through the grass.
Okay. So explain to me the damage that you're doing. Go ahead and roll for damage, I guess, too.
What's that?
Roll for damage. Aren't you attacking?
Oh yeah. Sorry. A little hard to hear you.
Yep. Sorry.
12 to hit, so a d6 plus 4. Or sorry, plus a d4. 7 damage.
Okay. And then let me get you to roll for damage as well, Melody.
Actually, I know what you're saying.
2. All right. Wow. All right. Cool.
She's trying.
So yeah, and explain to me how your attack goes.
Well, this time it bled a little, you know.
Yeah. So maybe you like stabbed instead of slashed. You know, like
Yeah,
puncture wound, right?
it's more of a pokey jab jab
Right,
instead of a
right.
hack and slash.
Yeah.
It's more of a hack and jab, you know.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
so both these attacks, you know, this Tyrannosaur is taking quite the beating at the moment, and he starts backing up a little bit, and just roaring out in pain, and he's trying to like, 'cause his legs hurt pretty bad, so he's got his little arms and he's trying to like, you know, wipe at his feet, but he just can't reach, and he's just swatting, and you see a little tear in his eye because, you know, he's in a lot of pain,
Not enough pain.
but as he's backing up, he turns and his tail swipes and catches Melody for a little bit of damage because she's just right up against him. So you're gonna take 3 damage, minus your armor rating.
All right.
So all right. So what are we doing, Azar and Fighter? What's Azar doing? You've been taking a little bit of beating.
I have. I'm gonna try using burning brand.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah,
I'm tired of this motherfucker.
Do it. Okay. Roll. Was it wisdom on that, or I don't remember.
Let the hate flow.
I believe so. Oh, go Constitution.
Okay, so roll plus Constitution then.
This is D6, right?
2d6 plus your Constitution. Yeah.
9.
Okay, cool. And then
it's 16 on Constitution.
Yep. All right. So you said your Constitution is plus 2, right? So
Yeah.
you get a 11.
Plus 2.
So
11?
yeah. So tell me what kind of weapon are you making and how you make
I
it?
am conjuring up a big flame sword.
Okay, big flame sword. All right.
Yeah.
And then let's roll for an attack too. While you got that out. So 2d6 plus strength.
2d6. Okay. So same one again. 5. Guess that's right. Yeah. So 5.
And your
and then strength is 12.
okay. Well, it's a 0 modifier, right? So so just a 5. So yeah. You conjure up your sword and you make to go with the slash, but you sort of miss. As in your haste in doing so, you've singed yourself for just a little bit of damage. You're gonna take 3 damage, a little more singed than I'd hoped, but so anyways, Mr. Fighterman, what's going on?
All right. I'm gonna watch that happen and shout "no" like this and hurl my axe at it.
Okay, what part of its body?
Probably just the torso. Yeah.
Okay, and let's go ahead and roll 2d6 plus strength on that.
That's a 7.
All right, and then go ahead and roll for damage.
Oh my god, we're getting fucked on these like damage.
No, but okay. So here's the thing: this guy was on his last leg, right? So tell me how you kill him by barely grazing him. Explain it to me.
Oh my gosh.
All right. Let's say that I threw it in just a way that it picked up some of the flame from his sword and just caught him on fire.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. I'm down with that. So yeah, you hurl the axe and it grabs a little bit of fire on its way from our good immolator friend, and what it does is it heads towards the Tyrannosaur. It nicks the artery on his neck, and as everyone knows, Tyrannosaur blood is flammable. Yeah, and so he just catches fire, and because it's a main artery, he just starts flamethrowing out the side of his neck.
Oh my god!
Right, and just stumbles and then topples over to the ground with his tongue hanging out, and one little arm just reaching up in the air, just grasping, and then it falls over, and then our Tyrannosaur is defeated.
Yes.
Can we bottle some of this very flammable Tyrannosaurus Rex?
Right.
If you want to, sure.
Can I spout lore? Is Tyrannosaurus blood flammable petroleum flammable or flammable liquor flammable?
It's like petroleum flammable.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Damn.
So
Well, I'm gonna go retrieve my axe and hold the toe up once again.
It's kind of
I
thick.
want
It's kind of like
Mash
napalm
a
a little
tooth
bit.
off.
Yeah. So, but yeah, if y'all want to, if one of you wants to bottle some of that up and put that in your inventory, you can do so. Yeah.
I'll do it since I'm fire.
All right.
Yeah, go ahead. That'll superpower some of your stuff.
Yeah.
Can I harvest a tooth in the name of Kratos?
Sure.
It's like,
Yeah.
this was a great victory. I'm just gonna take my mace and just fucking smash a tooth out.
Okay.
I'm not exactly sure why, but I want its eye.
Okay. Sure. You can take you a T-Rex eye. Put that in your inventory.
You can guess I'm gonna keep the toe.
Yeah.
Like, we all have
that is your toe.
grim memorials, and then we just see I just picture Melody with the eye and the nerve and everything, just putting it around like a necklace.
All right, cool.
Nice.
Okay. So now that the action is sort of subsided, let's do some character introduction. So Staniel, why don't you tell us some things about your character? We'll start off with, what is your character's name and age?
Hello, my name is Agnar, and I am 43.
43.
Ah,
And
you're
what,
my age.
What is your class, race, and gender?
I am a fighter, human, male.
All right.
Picture Fabio. I've got long, luscious black locks,
Yeah. Black locks. Okay.
deep brown
Staring at
eyes.
this hair, I just pat my bald head.
And how tall are you?
I would say I am 6'2".
Okay.
I'm
Cool.
a very large human
What
person.
kind of clothing are you wearing?
Not. I'm wearing as scantily scale mail armor as I possibly can.
Okay. Yeah. Like loin mail.
Loin mail,
Just a cod
exactly.
piece.
All right. Cool.
Fabio Conan. That's who I am.
Yep. Fabio Conan. All right. So you have a signature weapon.
Yes, I do.
Describe that to us.
I have an axe. It is a hand axe. It's a very well crafted axe. The handle is made of oak wood, sturdy, strong. And the blade is a two-sided blade. Both sides are serrated.
Okay.
Nice.
Yes.
All right.
It is very blood-stained.
And does your weapon have a name?
It does not. It is axe.
You call it axe. Cool. All right. So this weapon is special. Where did you get it?
It has been passed down through my family for generations under the name axe.
Cool.
Um,
Simple people.
yes, quite.
I'm
There is
surprised-
no intelligence in our
I'm
family.
surprised your name is an Axnar.
That's the Axe's name now. Agnar and Little Agnar, known as Axnar.
All right, cool. So, like, do you know who made this axe?
All I know is that some wizard made it about
Right.
200 years ago.
200 years ago, 200-year-old axe made by a wizard, and you don't know the wizard's name.
No.
Cool. Good to know.
I assume it was axe.
Axe made by axe.
Yes, all know of the Axe Wizard.
Was he a creator of body sprays as well?
I was gonna say that.
All right. So you're a human. So what did you grow up in a normal human town, or like where did you grow up at?
I grew up in a barbarian village.
Okay.
Quite unusual in the fact that they were all very small.
Okay, small. So you're an anomaly.
I am very much an anomaly. I was born between two small people, or so I am told. But I just don't believe them.
So you don't know your parents?
No, they are my actual parents, but I'm just too stupid to think they are.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. So
The
you
opposite of
think you're
Kyle.
adopted, even though you're actually not.
Exactly.
Okay. So
Wow.
do you often go into diatribes about how you're adopted and how you're an orphan, even though you have parents?
I've walked up to not only humans, but elves, dwarves, and on the occasion a halfling, just in case.
Yeah. Nice. All right. Do you have a religion you subscribe to?
It is the axe. Blood is my religion. No gods. Just
Okay. All right.
blood.
So
Would you be willing to convert Kratos as much to offer?
He's been trying that.
I like this one.
Everybody.
We have a pamphlet.
all right. So do you? It's made out of skin and blood. It's gross.
Yeah,
What's
I'm making them out.
what's your alignment?
I am very much chaotic neutral.
Yeah. Wow. You're like the third chaotic neutral person in the world.
Yeah, no kidding.
Shock and awe. I'm always just in for a good
Everyone's
fight.
picking the I do what I want alignment.
Yeah.
All right. So, do you have any significant? Growing up in a town of barbarians, you are not a barbarian, so you became a fighter. How did that come about?
Well, I became a fighter because I left home at a fairly early age. I stole the axe from my house.
Sure.
Protection.
Because your dad always said to leave for protection.
Yes. I left and ended up joining a mercenary caravan.
Okay.
I ended up traveling with them for a while and realized I enjoyed killing things.
Sure. Now, this mercenary caravan, did this mercenary group have a name? Or are they just like, nobodies?
It was constantly changing. There was always just different members popping in and out, so we didn't really have a name.
Okay. All right, cool. And was there a mentor in this caravan that taught you the ways of the fighter?
Let's go with yes.
Yes. Okay. Does the mentor have a name?
The thing is, she thorns and she got fancy.
Greg.
Greg. Cool.
Old Greg.
Greg the mercenary. Is he still alive?
No.
Yeah. Deceased. All right.
Very much killed.
All right. And what is the greatest lesson that Greg ever taught you?
How to throw the axe.
Okay.
I was going to say Bailey's in a shoe. Thanks.
Painting, actually.
Now, what is Agnar's goal in life? Like, what is it that Agnar wants most out of his adventures and travels?
Let us say that while the adventures don't matter, as long as there is sport and fighting to be had, he's always happy.
Okay.
And he would like to die in battle.
Okay. And what is it that made Agnar choose the rebellion against those who would wipe out magic? Or did
this goes somewhat into one of my bonds. I already have them prepared. I watched a video earlier.
Cool.
I actually fought in a war previously with Mike T's father.
Oh, okay, cool.
Okay.
All right.
Yes.
All
Yes.
right. Well then, let's do some bonds real quick. But I will actually hit you last. So let's start with Kadroth. Bonds for, or do you have a bond for Agnar?
I just jotted down 2. So the first one I added also to him. I am working on converting Agnar to my religion.
Jesus.
Obviously.
Sure.
And secondly was Agnar knows how to have a good time. I need to keep him alive long enough to celebrate.
Okay. All right. Cool. All right.
And I'm also making pamphlets from T-Rex.
Yes. You add T-Rex pamphlets to your inventory. So okay. Agnar, how do you feel about Kadroth trying to convert you to his religion?
It's interesting. I'm very intrigued as to how awesome this god may potentially be.
Yeah.
To fight.
In fairness, we accept this. That's not heresy. That's accepted.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. And do you feel the same mutual respect where you want to fight with Kadroth and share in victory?
Oh yes, anyone who wants to fight's a friend of mine.
All right. Cool. Good deal. All right. All right. Let's go to Azar. Do you have a bond for Agnar?
Since he's a little bit older, I want to learn some more fighting skills from him.
Yeah.
A little bit more training. Maybe
Okay.
he can help.
Cool. Good deal. All right. And what about Melody?
I am the holder of secrets because not only has Azar trusted me with a secret, so has Agnar.
Ooh.
Oh, Agnar, tell me about this. What is the secret that you've told Melody?
No one but Melody knows this, but I am extremely fond of cute animals.
Okay, yeah. Nice. All right.
Wow. There you go.
Sounds like a bard secret.
Cool. All right. Good deal. All right. So, Agnar, what are your bonds for the other characters?
All right. Well, I actually wrote them down a while ago. As for Azar, I feel a bit of kinship since I know his father. I
Yep.
feel like I should probably take him under my wing a bit.
Yep.
Um,
Now,
Let's see.
well, hold on. Azar, do you
Yeah.
know that he knows your father? Is that something that you're aware of?
I've heard a little bit, a couple
Yeah.
stories,
Okay.
but yeah, I did know a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right.
I would say probably the last time I saw him was when he was like 6 or 7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. And then what's next?
All right. For Kodroth, I am incredibly curious to see how far his god will take him in his fight plans.
Okay. Cool. So yeah, you're definitely interested. I mean, that makes sense. You're interested in the God of War.
Yes.
All right. Cool. And we
Tell me
know
more,
we know how
please.
Conrad kind of feels about you with his T-Rex pamphlets over there. All right. And what about Melody? Do you have any bonds for Melody?
All right. I will say I have heard of Melody before, seeing as she is a bard, and I have been very eager to listen to her music.
Okay. Cool. So you're a fan of music. Now, is like the animals? Do people know you're a fan of music, or is that a hidden thing?
People know I'm a fan of music,
Okay.
but they don't know I'm also keeping an eye on her to make sure she doesn't tell about the bunnies.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right. Sure. All right. Good deal. Now, the burning question: since our 3 original adventurers left, they've met up with you. Tell me, guys, how did you pick up Agnar?
I kind of picture that we heard a man screaming, running in the woods and thumping, and I looked at the two and yelled, "It's a fight!" and dragged them with me, and we ran into it and then started running.
Okay, cool. So y'all have just met up, and coincidentally, you do know him running through the woods. Okay, so then, Agnar, what were you doing out in the woods?
I may or may not have been trying to find some cute animals and ran into a T-Rex instead.
Yeah, okay.
The cutest.
Yeah, it makes sense. The fiction writes
There you go.
itself.
Yeah.
All right, cool deal. All right, so now that you all had a moment to catch your breath, for the sake of fiction, I assume you guys are going to ask Agnar to join you on your quest.
No. I'm just kidding.
They're like, oh man, that was crazy. See you later, man.
Nobody.
So yeah, and you'll have to fill him in. Your characters will fill him in on what has transpired and sort of what's going on, and how it's crazy that you all happen to know him.
Yeah.
Coincidentally. All right. So
I think Kodroth's the only one that doesn't.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
But you fought a T-Rex with me. We're brothers now.
yeah,
Yes.
nice. All right.
Just how it works. You're just part of the family. You're adopted.
So, now that you've sort of vanquished the T-Rex and collected the spoils of said battle, you start making your way towards the city, and you sort of make it to the outskirts of the city, sort of peering in, and as you look in, obviously you can't just run right in because some of you are magic users and you might get noticed. So what is your plan for infiltrating the city?
We look to Melody.
Wow.
Hey, she'd be a better infiltrator than me.
Yeah, I mean, you guys certainly have options. You know, you could go in the dead of night. You could wear cloaks and disguise yourself as you go in.
I was gonna say,
you
just
might
We'll
get,
just all like gather together in one giant trench coat.
yeah, maybe not that.
I was like, close.
We could make a trench coat from the Tyrannosaurus and
Ooh, I'm a spooky T-Rex ghost.
do any of you have the tailoring ability? But you could Trojan horse your way in maybe, but be creative. I mean, how do you characters feel about getting into the city? Because you got to get in the city, and I'm gonna say you guys have a contact you're meeting who's gonna kind of help you along your way.
For each of us, how recognizable is it that we're casters? Is there any way that we could just not cast and like pretend we're just regular people?
So Kodroth is wearing his religious robes, which I don't know that he's willing to part with.
We might not want him in there.
So he's gonna be spotted pretty
I got
easily.
a big just emblem on my chest, and then my shield's painted.
Right. I'm gonna guess, being an elf,
Yeah.
there may be some suspicions because elves are sort of magical.
Yeah, I'm the
people
full
in general.
elf, so yeah.
Right, and then also half elf, half breeds are probably not as accepted either. Now,
Behind the ears.
I would think that Agnar could probably stroll into town and not be persecuted for being a magic user. They may look at him funny because he's wearing the chain loin, but other than that, I don't.
We
I don't
could
think
send
he has
him.
problems. Well, I imagine this would be a group adventure.
Okay. Well, I mean,
I
We
could.
can't
How many
just go,
guards are
Agnar,
there?
You got this. We're gonna snack outside.
I'll try to go at night,
I'm thinking night's probably our best option for a group.
and then somehow wear some kind of cloak. You know, that
We
kind
could
of
have Agnar go in, attract some guards, bring them to us. We ambush them, and then we wear their clothes.
Just tuck the ears behind the hair. Just
I mean, you guys
You
decide.
can
It's up to
put your
you.
ear a helmet.
I have no problem being a distraction.
I like the full human being bait, or the non-casty human, I guess I should say.
So is that the plan, or what do you think?
What do
Sound
you
good to
want?
y'all? I'll lure some guards out. Y'all can put on their armor.
Sure.
Yeah.
Is that be at night though?
Before we do this, is anyone banged up? Like, how are y'all looking?
not too bad. Just a couple of scratches. A 17 out of a 19.
I am, what was it, 24 out of 25. So, yeah, I'm good.
All right. Well, let's take some action. Let's get the ball rolling on something. All right.
Yeah, that's good.
Sounds good.
All right. So, are we still doing this at night, or are you doing this in broad daylight?
No, we're doing this tonight.
Yeah, it's
Do it
definitely
at
a night.
Okay. Cool. All right. So, let's see. You're gonna need to lure out at least 3 guards, because you still have the ability to walk around on your own.
Yes, I do.
Yep. So, how are you going to lure guards out? What's your plan for that? Or
I'm
what-
going to call for their aid.
Okay. All right. So you're gonna sort of feign some sort of need.
Help! I've been injured.
Okay. All right. Cool. So you're gonna do this probably around the castle gate somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay. Then let me get you to roll 2d6 plus charisma.
6 plus charisma. That's a 5.
Sure. Sure.
Dang it!
So yes, the guards look out at you, and because maybe you're not the brightest person in the world, your acting is just super over the top, and they sort of just peer out at you. And they're like,
No!
Is that guy like part of a theater troupe, or what's happening out there? They are completely just mildly disgusted at your performance, and then they go back to talking amongst themselves and completely ignore you. So,
What should I do?
I'm looking at my charisma options, but I can't really do anything because I'm an elf, and they would automatically be like, caster.
yeah. Well, I guess you could lure them. They could chase you.
I mean, I have another idea.
Yeah, what
Okay.
is it?
Does it involve punching?
One of us cast magic at them.
What are you casting?
Straight at their face.
What are you casting? Sorry.
No, I was just saying, just straight at their face, like just some sort of.
Oh no, I was just I wasn't literally running out and casting.
Should I just go punch
I was
one and
saying,
run?
I have an idea. If one of us just runs out and casts magic.
Okay. So you're gonna run out and
Kratos
cast
approves.
your light spell or whatever. All right. Well, do
Oh,
it.
I thought the plan was Agnar to punch and run.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
You can do
let's,
that.
Let's do a quick punch and run. I'm gonna punch
Keep
a guard.
going, yeah.
All right. So we'll say there's well, 4 guards at the gate. So 4 guards. They're hanging out. And you're gonna punch one, right? And run.
Yes.
All right.
Since they didn't like my acting, I'm going to run up and be like, "Screw you!"
Right. So you get one on the left.
Look for the weak link first.
You get 1 on the left, 1 on the right, and 2 in the middle. Which one are you punching?
Which one was the most disgusted?
Which one looks distracted?
Middle left.
Middle left, then.
All right. So
How dare you deny me?
Let me get you roll 2d6 plus strength.
That is... Wow, how am I rolling 74? 6.
That's with your strength modifier?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
I rolled the same thing twice.
Sure.
Bye.
Sure, why not? All right.
Well, you're
So-
gonna level up.
Yeah, you go to punch the guard, and he's pretty swift. He dodges your punch. He saw it coming from a mile away, and while he does that, all the guards are sort of gonna attack you for some damage.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
So Jesus Christ.
Oh no.
They all attack you at once to start beating you and kicking you.
Jeez.
And you're gonna take 10 damage.
Cold.
Yep.
Damn.
So the rest of you see this going down. What do you do?
I say,
You
damn,
don't
man.
need
He's
to go to
getting
the village that bad.
Like,
Audrey
damn.
is going to cast magic weapon and charge it.
Okay, so yeah, let's get some rolls on that.
10 to cast.
Okay.
That was close. So I now have a magic weapon, and I'm gonna go straight for whoever is currently beating when I get there.
So let's roll to attack.
I wasted my good roll on the other. What's 3 plus 1?
Well,
4. I got 4.
that's a swing and a miss. So yeah, you charge in and you take a good swing at the guys. But you miss. You overshoot them. You're going for their heads, but you just overshot them by a little too much. You catch them. You catch little hairs you're going by, but then they one of them sees you and turns at you and attacks you. One. Yeah, so he just kind of pushes you back for 1 damage, but minus your armor. So he just shoves you backwards a little bit.
Yep.
So while this is happening, what are the rest of you doing?
I guess we have not really a lot of choice but to attack.
Okay. Sure.
I'm gonna start trying to crawl away.
Yeah.
We have things we have to do though.
Right. I don't know. You could maybe well, I mean, sure. If attack is your option, I don't want to lead too much. I
Start shouting, "I'm the distraction!"
I encourage you all to be as creative as possible. That violence isn't always the answer.
I mean, it's not always the answer, but you know, we
Kratos, like the
have-
Credo underneath.
kind of have to have all our party members, and some of them seem pretty predisposed right now.
Sure. All right. So yeah, go ahead and pick one to attack. We'll label them 1 through 4 from left to right.
I'll take 1 and hack and slash.
All right.
I rolled a 7.
All right, and then roll for damage.
Okay. I rolled a 6.
All right. Cool. You're gonna murder him. Tell me how you murder him with your tiny knife.
This dude's weak. He was distracted. He was just, I don't know, whatever this time period equivalent. He was looking at something similar to a phone, tablet, whatever. He was distracted. He wasn't paying any attention whatsoever, and I was just like, boom, straight through the neck.
Okay. Cool. Sure.
Just skewered him.
Yeah, and blood spurts out everywhere, Tarantino style, and he just sort of like falls to the ground.
Yeah.
And the others are like taken aback for a second because they can't believe that like this sort of tiny little elf bard just like
With a
stabbed
rusty
guy
toothpick.
with a rusty toothpick, stabbed a guy in the neck and he died. And by this time, Agnar, you've crawled your way out of the beating pit. What do you do?
This is all because you're bad acting. You need to go to bard school.
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna stand up and just swing at the nearest one to me.
All right, cool. So we'll say that's number 2. So let's roll plus strength for your attack. 2d6.
That is a 9.
Cool. And let's roll for damage.
That is an 8.
Oh, finally.
All right. So this guy going to die too. So tell me how you murder him.
I'm going to very angrily bring my axe down on the top of his head. Just split it in half.
All right. Cool. Yeah. All right. So yeah, you split his head open and brains and guts and pieces.
Don't damage the uniforms. We still need those.
Just
Yeah, right.
everywhere. And his body slumps to the ground. And then the other 2 guards, they start to run away. They're trying to run into the city. What are you gonna do?
You're kicking the crap out of our people. We have to take the other 2 out.
I would say Azar has the most opportunity
They
right at the
just
moment.
tried to fight me and run. I'm going to murder them.
We're a murdery bunch.
What are you doing, Azar?
Apparently.
But Azar first.
Yeah, I'll attack.
You attack the ones that are running away?
Yeah, because we need the uniform still, right?
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
we do.
So let's roll 2d6 plus your strength.
And like working insane hours, so then just 10, like 2.
6.
That's plus your strength is nothing. So yeah. So yeah. You go to hit him with your staff as they're running away. But the one catches your staff, and as he's running, he just pulls it forward in his run, pulling you face first into the ground. And then you're going to take 3 damage on that.
He was older.
All right. So, Melody, what are we doing?
Okay, I kind of want to do something different just to see if it would work. So, I have this cool T-Rex eye, and all this charisma with nowhere to spend it. I'm wondering if I can parlay, and when basically it says you can manipulate them, and if basically you can ask them for something in exchange for something else.
Right, if it's something that they want, sure.
To live.
Yeah, okay, fine. We'll let you go if you give us your uniform and pretend you never saw us.
Okay, all right. Sure. Go ahead and roll on that then.
I roll a 9.
Okay. All right.
That's your hobby.
So you've got their attention, and they're willing to do so, but they want something a little more than just their lives. They want something of sort of monetary value that they could possibly spend or use. They feel like maybe their lives isn't just good enough. That maybe it's worth the fight if it's only their lives.
I can give them 10 coins.
10 coins?
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, that's 5 coins apiece.
Where are you hiding those coins?
That's right. Let's bribe these bastards.
It's the coin pouch.
Oh god.
So okay. They exchange the uniforms and the 10 coins, but they do run away. And I guess you let them go. So now you've got 2 clean uniforms and 2 blood-soaked uniforms.
I want the clean one.
I'm taking a clean one.
I'm the one that convinced for the clean one.
I exclusively want a blood-soaked one.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Okay.
I am also good with this.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So you adorn the uniforms. And I guess you make
I
your
was
way.
gonna say, can I just walk to a local stream and rinse it?
I'm gonna say no. blood doesn't watch out so easily.
The village fountain.
Yeah.
In the middle of the city, tip.
Roll around in it, yeah.
I'm being baptized.
I'm glad. All right, so
You are with Kratos.
you're now at the entrance of the town, and it is night, so the streets aren't terribly busy. And you are wearing the uniforms, so you've got a contact. It's a member of the Bardic Guild that Melody was once a part of, and he's an older orc gentleman. And you're going to meet him sort of under the clock tower. That's probably a good 300 yards into the city. So how do you make your way?
I guess we would need to walk in some kind of formation.
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably with the blood-soaked people a little more hidden.
Yeah, maybe behind us.
All right. So yeah, so as you sort of look upon the town, there's several like alleys. There's a lot of buildings. There's like a marketplace.
Yeah, we take the back ways.
Yeah, so you can kind of sneak around the alleys. There do seem to be some night patrols. You see some guards occasionally walking around with torches. So as you're making your way to the clock tower, there is a patrol of 2 guards walking sort of close to where you are. Can I get everyone to roll Defy Danger? And then let's do that plus Dexterity. So 2d6 plus Dex.
Roll a 9.
He told him that he completely changed. Yeah, he completely changed the whole conversation. Yeah, so
What?
He rolled a 2.
Who rolled a 2?
Just straight to.
Okay. And then
I feel like you're gonna be like,
what did you get,
"Hello,
Mike?
fellow guards."
What did Mike get? I missed that.
5. Yeah, 15, but my dexterity is 15.
I said plus 1's just still a 6.
Yeah, 6, yeah.
All right. So yeah, okay. So they notice you, they see you, and they definitely know that like that Agnar is like not a guard. He's wearing this blood-soaked uniform, and he's wearing it probably pretty incorrectly. It's very ill-fitting on him, and then
I'm wearing just the loin plate.
Yeah, they're suspicious of Kodroff and Melody, and then also they catch a glimpse of Azar's face and see that he's not quite fully human. He's half human. They can see that he's a half breed. So they're now sort of engaged with you guys in some conversation. They're questioning you about what's going on. What do you do?
All that charisma.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so somebody's going to speak with him.
Yeah.
All right. So who's going to talk to him? What are they going to say?
I definitely should be the one to try to talk us out of this.
I mean, that's true.
All right.
I have -1. I got this.
So let's go.
Have some goddamn faith.
Let's go ahead and roll 2d6 on your charisma and see what we get.
Okay.
He wants to start talking shit about you, about the stuff you have to make you want to get traded.
All right, so
Because when I took one of that,
I got an 8 in total.
Okay, so what do you say to them? How do you convince them that this is not what it looks like?
We're new. We had a run-in with some unruly villagers, and we don't put up with that in this town. So as you can see, we had to take care of it.
All right. So they're a little still kind of skeptical, but they kind of are sort of buying into what you're saying. So they decide that they will escort you to the officers' building, if just to show you on your way to help you out.
Okay, yeah, thank you. We appreciate it so much, you know, but we don't want you to, be away from your post and such.
They say that's fine, but they'll make sure to check in on you once they get back from patrol at the officers' building.
Okay.
And so they wander off and sort of let you on your way. And so you continue to make your way towards the clock tower, and you finally make it, and you see a cloaked figure standing there at the clock tower. What do you do?
I'm gonna stroll right up. Hello.
Cool. So the cloaked figure looks up at you, and he says, because only you've approached him, right? And he looks at you and he says, "What do you want? I have no business with you. Get out of here."
Okay, well,
How rude.
instead of just going up and being like, "Yo, what's up?" I'd like to discern realities just to make sure that, I'm not going to die from this encounter.
Sure, yeah. Roll 2d6 plus intelligence.
Okay. Oh. That's a 4.
Yeah, you don't discern anything. You're too far away. You can't see.
Okay, well, that's fine. Where's my tally?
All right. So, are we gonna talk to this person, or are we just gonna? What's going on? This is the meeting location.
Maybe some other people should check him out.
I mean, I can, but I thought he was a contact of the bard.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's true.
Well, clearly I know, I do not know this person well enough from a distance.
Yeah. Well, he's already sort of engaged in conversation with Hagnar.
Here's a good question. Can you
Gave
just
him not a lot of
discern reality in general? Because
Yeah.
can I do that?
You can, sure.
Yeah. I would like to see if I know who this person is then. Discern.
Okay, yeah, 2d6 plus your intelligence.
That's 11.
Wow, nice. Yeah, so you don't know this person, but you can tell that it is an older orc, and it seems like he doesn't seem to be a threat.
Alright, I'm going to walk back and tell them that.
Okay.
I'm just gonna nudge Melody and go, "He's your contract. We're following."
Mhm.
Or contact. Yeah, we could contract kill him.
I'm going to approach and introduce myself since they mean us no harm.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so he sees you. He can tell you're from the Bards Guild, and he says, "Oh, you must be Melody. My name is Grigori. I am here to give you guys a hand. I know what you're trying to do, and I'm supportive of your mission. There is within the museum a gem that will aid you in activating the time gate. But unfortunately, this gem is not located in the main museum. It is in the catacombs beneath the museum. But I do have a map of the museum, and he provides you with a map.
Okay.
So if someone will take that and add it to their inventory. He says there are nightly patrols within the museum, but they only walk around 2 guards at a time. And to my knowledge, from all the intel that I've received, the catacombs are widely abandoned. So.
The guards said that they would talk to us and come back around. Do you have any connection to the guards, any way that you could kind of stave them off from us, convince them that we are not here for any nefarious reasons?
So he says back to you, he says, unfortunately, being a member of the Bards Guild, I am not favorably looked upon in this city, and
Okay.
I have no connections of which I could assist you, unfortunately. I wish I could do more. So, but, so what do you do?
The gist is we have to go through the museum to get to the catacombs underneath.
Yeah,
All right, guess we're headed to the catacombs, but we have to go through the museum first.
Seems that way.
we
Can
probably-
I try to spout lore?
About what?
About the museum and the catacombs to know. I mean, we have the general layout, but okay, what is the building like?
Okay. Sure. You can spout lore, see if you know anything.
Oh God. 3 plus. No, that's my charisma. 3 plus 0.
Okay. So yeah, you know that the
I know
museum.
less about it.
You know the museum houses old things.
It has things.
The museum has things in
I've heard
it.
of
That's
them.
what you know.
Wow.
Yeah. So you don't know anything.
I guess so. In case that there's something kind of, that we wouldn't necessarily have noticed at first about the map, maybe we discern realities about the map.
Sure.
With the intelligence, this is going to be interesting.
Yep.
I roll a 5.
You look at the map and you go, "What is map? How do I read?" How do I
Perhaps
map?
You read the map.
You look at the map and go, "Yep, that's a map."
Yep.
Yep.
Map check. Say backpack.
Well, I heard catacombs, so I'm going to drink one of my health potions just in case we get into a fight.
Yeah, you should definitely do that. So let me get you to roll 2d6 on the healing on the potion.
The problem is that I can't find it.
All right, so you're gonna gain 5 health back.
Lovely.
Yep.
And then I guess I'll take a crack at looking at that map.
Yeah, somebody needs to.
Can I
Just while I'm
aid
taking a sip.
Agar?
What now?
I'm sorry, Agnor.
Say what? Sorry.
Can I aid him?
Oh no, the health is just it's 2d6 of whatever you gain back from it. It's what you gain back from it. Now you can cast to heal him. You have a healing spell.
Oh no, I meant can I aid him in discerning the map?
Oh, okay.
Yes, more blood for the blood god. Together
Yeah.
we shall know.
Yeah, if you want to.
Alright, and
Assume
that
it's
is
2d6 in intelligence.
plus bonds.
Yeah, so 2d6 plus 2.
We probably need all the help we can get. Can I also aid him?
10, 11.
I rolled a
you
9.
definitely help him, and he'll gain plus 2 on his roll for discerning the map.
That makes it an 11.
All right, so yeah, you have a look at the map, and you notice that sort of at the top of the museum, there's a skylight where it seems like it'd be pretty easy to get in, and the skylight comes down sort of in the center. You can tell that the museum only has 2 exits. It has the main door is at the front, and then it has a back entrance as well. You can sort of discern from the map that the stairs to the catacombs are actually underneath a large exhibit that's in the center of the museum, and that's how you access it. There's a large sort of like column, and within that column is like a sort of like a hatch that'll allow you to go down to the catacombs. So,
Guys, Tom Cruise. Go in from the roof.
Who is that?
The one who prides themselves in being stupid is the only one who can read the map.
He is an ancient warrior.
they're like, who's this Tomas Cruise?
For Tom Cruise.
All right, so yeah, what's the plan? It's still you still got a good bit of night ahead of you. So
I mean,
If anyone's got some rope, I'll lower him through the sky hatch.
I have 4 more uses of my pack. We can have 4 ropes.
yeah.
Or just
Well,
one.
so there's a there's nothing to say that you didn't just keep your rope from tripping the T-Rex. It's just now officially a rope and it can't be converted into anything else. So
Hello, rope daddy.
you're gonna make your way towards the museum then?
This says charger.
Anyone else in agreement? Yeah.
That's fine.
All right, cool. So yeah, you make your way towards the museum, and you manage to scramble your way onto the roof. Can I get everyone to roll 2d6 on dexterity for defy danger?
Is that 2d6?
Yeah. Plus dexterity.
Let's see, defy danger, dex. All right.
11.
7.
Where the hell were these rolls when I was acting?
Yeah. Did you roll a 2d6, Mike T?
Oh, 8.
What's your dexterity?
15 plus 1.
Plus one, so nine.
It's a plus
All right.
it's one.
So yeah, sure. You all sort of climb the side of the building to get up to the roof, but sort of as you do so, as you all sort of get towards the top, your weight causes one of the shingles to fall off the roof, and it sort of makes a crash on the ground. And as you make your way onto the roof, you hear like a whistle blow, and you can still see some torchlight coming down the alleyway towards the where the piece of roof fell. No one's noticed you at the moment, but there's definitely some interest in that area where you've caused the ruckus. So, but you are on the roof at the moment. So, what's the plan?
We need to all be on the roof and out of view.
Yeah.
Yep. So
Dude,
you make your way to the skylight, or what's happening? Come on.
Yeah, we've
Yeah.
definitely, yeah.
Yeah, it's probably the best course of action is to just hurry up and get in.
Yeah.
Let's make our way there.
All right.
What does the skylight look like?
Yeah, so it's sort of like a glass dome. This is sort of a pretty wealthy place. Glass is something you don't see a lot of yet. It's still sort of a thing that's only available to the rich. It's a newer thing, but it's a glass dome. It's got metal framing all around it. And the dome's got like hatches on all four sides where it kind of lifts up. This allows air to flow through if they want to, and they're secured by a lock, but it's not like it's not a magical lock that you can discern. It's just sort of like a standard lock.
Burn that thing off.
I could actually probably just break it.
Yeah.
He's like the axe
got,
that hungers for lock.
I've got bend bars, lift gates.
You sure do.
So I'm gonna try and just rip the lock off.
Okay, sure, yeah.
2d6.
Yep. Plus, there's a modifier on there of some sort.
It's roll plus strength, and on a
okay.
10, I choose 3 things. On 7 to 9, I choose 2 things
okay,
off this
yeah.
list.
He's about to get
He's
that
about to be dropping
8.
Yep.
All right, so
It's my back.
I am going to say it doesn't make an inordinate amount of noise.
Yep.
And it doesn't take a very long time.
Okay. So yeah, you rip the locks off. You do it pretty quietly. They are mangled, so it'll be obvious that they've been broken. But they are broken, and you can now open the hatch. So, what now?
Go down.
Yep. Lower down.
Yep.
Roger's going to secure the rope to the frame,
Okay.
and
Very smart.
So who's going down first?
I'll do
who's
it.
our most dexterous?
Yeah.
I've got 15 on dexterity.
I have a 15 on dexterity as well.
I'm a solid 12.
I am the anti-stealth, so
All right. So
I'll go last.
Who's going down first?
I'll do it.
All right. So let me get you to roll 2d6 on Defy Danger. Just you.
6.
Plus your dex is 1.
I'll go ahead and go down next.
Well, hold on. So you go down. Sort of as you go down, you slip just a little bit, and you just stub your toe on the ground. Not a just a minor bit of damage. You're just gonna take 3 damage, but minus your armor. But once you get down, you're able to sort of like pull the rope tight and secure it for the others to slide down to make it a little more of an easier transition.
Gotcha.
So the rest of you make it down safely. And since you decided to go down the skylight, you are already sort of in the center of the museum. And let's see. So once you arrive in the center of the museum, You can see a number of exhibits. You can see a lot of ornate decorations, and there is sort of this decorated glass display. It has some flowers and plants inside. They're of a very rare nature. It's surrounded by this metallic dragon, and it has this bronze base to it. This is the base where you know that there might be a hatch leading down to the bottom. So what do you do?
Be like, that's cool.
Well, you know, my first instinct as a character, for whatever reason, is to steal something cool. But I know that there's probably an alarm system, and I need to make sure that those people don't find us before we find the gem.
Mhm.
So we're probably, I think that
The only thing wrong with yours is the headlight.
maybe spout lore about where we could find the entrance to the catacomb, or it was.
The entrance, as sort of indicated on the map that you were given, is at the base
Okay.
of this exhibit. You're sort of right, like because you came in the skylight, you're sort of right in the center where this was going to be.
Okay. So if we know where the catacomb is, then I think we should probably just head straight to that for now.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
Yeah, I'm
So,
following along.
Let me. We lost Dylan. All right. So while we are waiting,
Oh,
there maybe he's back.
as a fun side note, I figured out what my problem was earlier.
No, what was it?
I did some troubleshooting, and I didn't have it popped open in Chrome. I had it popped open in Waterfox, and it was just resetting itself.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I use Chrome. That seems to work pretty good. All right.
I'm honestly thinking about classy.
All right. Well, so to find the hatch, I assume that's what you want to do. You want to find the hatch.
Yeah.
So I need someone to roll Discern Realities. Whoever maybe has the best chance at rolling on intelligence.
Not me.
Not me.
I got
Mine's a
13
negative
on
1.
intelligence.
I got a 9.
Okay. The 13's a +1, so maybe that's probably best on Azar.
All right. So 2d6.
Yep, 2d6 plus intelligence.
Oh my god. Guys.
Guys, check out this plant.
Right.
So yeah, you kind of are feeling the base of this thing up and down, looking for the entrance, and
ADD kicks in and be like, oh, what's that?
you're really captivated by what's the plants that are inside the glass case, as it were, and not really paying attention to what you're doing. So as you do that, you'll start seeing some light coming down the hallway, and it seems like the guards are making their patrols, and they're sort of headed your way. What do you do?
We need to hide.
Yes, hiding place.
Yep.
All right, so you're going to try and hide?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
so there are a number of exhibits around. There's some tables, there's some chairs, and so you're all going to try and hide in those things. So let me get everyone to roll 2d6 for Defy Danger, and we're going to roll on. Let's roll on which. Well, roll on whatever stat you want, and then describe how you're hiding using that stat. There we go.
Okay. So wait, are we rolling twice or not?
Yeah, you're rolling 2d6, and then you're going to choose a stat to as your modifier, but then you have to describe to me a way in which you're using that attribute to hide.
Okay. So I am picking strength.
Yep. Okay.
I have lifted up a, let's say, potted tree and put it on my back like I'm Atlas.
Okay. All right. So yeah, you totally succeed at that, right? Obviously.
Perfect statue.
And then I would take the spoiler and my
Melody, what are you doing?
His back off.
Well, I don't think that I can really hide with charisma. So I'm gonna try dexterity. I'm gonna try to squeeze into a small space.
Okay.
Charisma, you just walk by, you're like, "Hey guys, how you doing?"
I'm not here right now. I roll an 8.
All right. Is that with your modifier? Yeah, I guess so.
Modifier.
All right. So yeah, how so you're gonna squeeze into the space? Sure. All right. And then how about Azar?
I roll 6
Plus
dexterity. We'll do that one.
all right. What's your dexterity?
It was a 15, but it's like +1. So it's 7.
Okay. All right. So how are you gonna hide? What are you hiding in with? How are you doing it?
I found like maybe at the side of a wall somewhere where they can't see this corner, dark little corner by a wall.
Okay.
He was like, no, it's fine. It's a $500
All right. Cool.
You're in the
And then,
shade of my tree.
That's right. You hide my ears.
Let's see if we can get our other player.
Yeah.
I was like, that's it's
All right. So in the meantime, while this is going on, I'm going to go ahead and roll for our friend. Let's see. There's one. That's a 6, and then an 8, and then we're gonna have him duck under a table and hide. And so the guards, as they're walking through, they don't see you, but they sort of arrive, and they find the rope dangling from the ceiling. Right?
Oh, we didn't cut it off.
Yeah.
Dang it.
So they,
Damn.
We were forgetting something.
You and your
Just,
flowers.
just to catch you up, Dylan, you're all hiding. I rolled for you for hiding, and you are hiding. There's a patrol coming by.
The rope is not hiding.
Because the rope is not hiding. Because Azar was distracted and couldn't find the hatch. So anyways, you're all hiding, and the patrols come by. They don't see you, but they do see the rope you've left behind. So they see it, and they're sort of having a conversation about the rope. They are completely defenseless at this moment, though.
I ignore. You take one. I'll get the other.
Well,
Can I chuck the tree?
I was going to ask, are you going to wait and see what they do, or did you want to attack them? That's up to you. You can.
We could wait and see what they do.
Yeah, let's wait.
Right.
To make any false moves,
We
that
get
tree's going.
Would we get any advantage to them being completely defenseless right now?
So you wouldn't have to roll to attack. You could just attack them straight up if you wanted to.
I like that.
I think we should go ahead and be preemptive about this because they're not going to be cool with us breaking into their fancy museum.
As a side note, just because you weren't here, I'm currently a Atlas statue with a tree on my back. That tree is now going directly at the first guard.
How many guards are there?
2.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, well, then if 2 people want to do it, then hey.
All right.
Hucking a tree. Hucking a tree.
Okay, so you're throwing the tree at one?
Yes.
And while you're doing that, is anyone else attacking somebody?
No, I'm staying in
Cypress
shadow.
is just going to bull rush and choke the other out.
Okay. Okay. So, but what about the other 2 of you?
You know what? Whichever one's closest to me, I'm going to go try to stab them with my rusty toothpick again.
Okay. So let me get the 3 of you then to roll for damage.
8.
6.
4.
Okay. You're gonna murder them. How do you do it?
Nice.
I guess
Just to add
Melody
insult.
can help me. I'm
I was
just
gonna say,
gonna
just to add insult to injury, he's already choked the life out of this guard, and I feel like I'm doing something. I stab them post-mortem.
Okay.
The other one gets the tree directly to the back of the head.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So yeah, you take them out. Their bodies fall to the ground, and now you have these bodies. And the rope's still dangling from the ceiling, and you have yet to sort of release the hatch. What do you do?
Okay.
Well, just in case more guards come, I think we need to make it look a little less like we broke in.
You need to get that rope down.
Yeah.
I can burn the rope. I don't know. Somebody can just cut it down.
Whatever's gonna whatever's gonna make the least amount of noise, because we need to find this hatch and get this taken care of.
Well, I'm personally going to start trying to hide the body somewhere.
Okay.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Throw them in one of the exhibits in there.
How
Yeah.
are you going to hide them?
Is there like a nice trash can somewhere?
They're trash cans, but they're like waste bin size. They're not like fit
No,
up.
you could prop them up
Cool,
and make
a
them look
piece
like
per.
they're doing their job.
Or
Yeah,
throw
actually,
them behind one of the exhibits. Just throw them behind there and make it look like they belong.
Okay.
We could.
I mean, you can hide them in there.
All right.
I have a question.
Yeah, sure.
If I put my hands in the pool of blood and cast Sanctify to purify it, will it turn to water?
Their blood?
Yeah.
No, because the color of blood is not evil in itself.
Oh, I was thinking removing the impurities, just leaving the water.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. If that's how you can work the spell, sure. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, it makes it either holy or unholy and removes any impurities from
Okay. Sure.
food or fluid.
Yep. Hey.
So hidden bodies in a spot of holy water.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, Kratos blessed me. I got a 13 on that.
Okay. So
Wow.
yeah, sure. You make all the blood turn into water, and so
We drinking some of this because I'm a little thirsty.
So the weird thing is that you also turn all of the blood in their veins to water too.
Okay, I'm gonna chop them up and very carefully put the pieces in the bins.
They're
All of the
so
bins.
sloshy.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Meat bins.
Sure. So you filled like 8 trash cans with body parts.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hidden.
So okay. So now what? You still have yet to descend into the catacombs.
Someone aside from Mike needs to look for the hatch.
You know what? I'm gonna try to look for the hatch. How about
Sure.
that?
Yeah.
So what we're gonna be doing is
2d6 plus intelligence.
okay. Discern realities. All right, I'll just go ahead and click that. I roll a 6.
Yeah. You don't find anything.
Okay. Well,
I'm gonna look to Agnar and
I
say,
tried.
Damn it.
"You want to look for this together, and I'll help him."
Yes, let us look for this hatch.
Sure.
Somebody's gotta find it.
All
So
right.
to help, it's 2d6 plus bond.
Yeah.
You'd think with as good as the map was,
Yeah.
we could do this.
I got a 9.
Okay. So yeah, you give him a 9 total, and so yeah, you definitely you find the hatch and you sort of you pull it open. As you're pulling it open, you sort of you get a little aggressive about it, and you sort of warp a little bit. So as you sort of descend into the catacombs, the hatch closes behind you, but it's warped, so it's not flush anymore. It definitely shows signs of entry. Okay. So yeah, you descend into the catacombs, and as you make your way through, you sort of arrive at the. It's very linear. You arrive at a pedestal, and this pedestal has some stuff going on with it. This is where you sort of know the gem is to be hidden in this sort of altar. You see a giant statue of sort of this demon-looking woman holding a knife.
Yeah, looks sacrificey.
It looks a little sacrificing, sure. There are candles and skulls all around. There are a couple of tombs. They are catacombs, kind of what you'd expect. But you know the gem happens to be in this central tomb here. It's where it's hidden. So what do you do?
We might want to probably spout some lore about this particular room, because it looks like it's more than meets the eye. That there may be something that we're not really noticing about this special gem, demon room.
Okay, all right. So let's roll.
I got a 7 for spout lore.
Okay, all right. So you know that oftentimes in catacombs, when people are hiding them in them, that they are usually enchanted or guarded by magic in some way. That oftentimes traps can be set or guardians of some sort, and that that there's usually like not an easy way to necessarily get to what you're looking for. So.
Okay.
Anyone have any other ideas? Mine was just tell Agnar to shove over the pedestal.
Somebody might want to like discern realities to like
Yeah.
look for traps or something.
I want to do that and check out that statue. I feel like those arms come down.
Yeah.
Okay. So 2d6 plus intelligence.
That's an 11.
All right.
It's not bad.
So you definitely feel a magical energy coming off of the pedestal and maybe like the guardian behind it. You don't see any way necessarily to disarm it, but you can definitely tell that there's that they're linked together.
Guys, this feels definitely murdery.
Is that what you feel when you look at me?
We need something ranged for sure. To kind of trigger whatever's going to trigger.
Should we get like a go-to top file and get a
Real quick, I'm going to cast guidance to see if he can point me towards something.
Okay.
We'll trim, we'll shave their beards and then we'll.
7.
Okay. And what does it say under guidance? What is the text?
So guidance. The symbol of your deity appears before you and gestures towards something.
Okay. All right. So yeah, you see a symbol on the side, the left side of the tomb, and so where you see it, you see that there is kind of a little bit of an indentation, like a switch maybe that you could push in.
Okay. As well, since I got a 7, I do have to pick something bad. I'm going to choose that I lose the spell for a day.
Okay. Yep.
No more guidance.
Yep.
And I'm going to push that indentation.
So yeah, you push the indentation. The top of the encasing slides open and reveals the gem, and it's sort of just right there at you.
No, we have to do it during the TikTok. This one's dull.
I would like to lock the top of it.
Kadroth has already grabbed the gem. All right.
Okay. All right. Good job.
So yeah, you grab the gem, and seemingly nothing happens.
I was expecting to have to defy danger, just brace myself for the pain.
Yep. So you got the gem in hand, and then what?
Well, we got what we came for. Unless there's anything else that we really feel like we need for our adventure, we need to head out before they notice all the things that we messed up on the way in.
Yep.
Yeah, we need a boogie.
All right, cool.
I am going to put the dinosaur toe in its place and close it back up.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, it's distraction.
As you're going to close it, I'm going to leave a pamphlet.
Yep. So yeah, as you close the top of the tomb and go to walk away, you feel a rumbling sound.
Of course we do.
You feel
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's not gonna be that easy.
The
Indy never had it that easy.
the right. The statue behind the thing starts bringing its dagger down and then separating its hands out like this, and then its eyes start glowing red and it starts lunging for you. It's seemingly a golem.
Oh dear God!
Be like, witch, burn it!
You're good at that. Burn it.
Yeah, right.
All right, so what do you do?
So let's get the fucking. Oh, my ex-wife goes.
I mean, it's pretty sizable. Can I chuck the dinosaur eye at it?
Sure. Well, okay. I will go ahead and tell you. If you check the dinosaur at it, there's not going to be much of an effect. It can't damage it, and it's not like an enchanted eye of any sort. So
Okay.
I mean,
All right.
you might like mildly distract it for half a second. So
Okay, I'll wait until we need the distraction a little more.
yeah.
Do I just like burn this thing or like?
Could I bless the eye as a weapon?
You could bless it. I don't know if that would do anything necessarily.
Yeah.
I mean, if you
He's
can
thinking
explain
about
to me in a creative way why that's important, then maybe.
That might this might be a good time to use the dinosaur blood to like basically enhance your flame weapon.
Yeah. Since I'm carrying it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Carrying something. So.
I mean, if we got
you-
that
are you-
blood, we could just blow the statue up.
Are you going to throw the blood at the statue, or what? How's that working?
Sure, I could if everybody's that's we want to use it that way.
I will stand in front and I guess try and take some of the heat.
Codrus just nods approvingly as he sees your choice of action.
All right. So you're tossing the blood. You're tossing the blood at the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So roll 2d6 plus dex on that
Okay.
for the tossing. It's like a volley.
I got 11.
All right. Yeah. So yeah, you toss the globe of Tyrannosaur blood, and it splashes, covering the majority of this statue as it's sort of coming at you. And it's covered. It's very sticky, so it's clinging to sort of every part of it. But while that's happening, what are the rest of you doing?
I'm definitely pushing myself in front of everyone else,
Okay.
like in between.
Yep.
Standing at the ready with my rusty toothpick and the eye, just for distraction and for combat.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah.
What's Kodroth doing?
Codrus is going to reach into his magical bag of adventuring gear and pull out a flint and steel.
Okay. Yeah. Sure.
Thought about that, but
That's
yeah, that's a good.
definitely an option. All right. So, all right. So, Staniel, let me get you. Do you have a move for like protecting or guarding?
No, not really.
The defend
Just-
move.
Yeah, I mean, there's like defy danger. I just didn't know.
yeah, no, I don't have anything extra right now.
All right. See, let me get you roll
Okay.
2d6 plus Constitution then.
That is a 7.
Okay. So yeah, the giant statue is sort of making a swing at the whole group, and you get in the way and you sort of take the brunt of that swing, but just taking minimal damage because you have your defense up. So you're going to take 2 damage, minus whatever armor you have on that.
You said 2 damage?
Yep.
Awesome.
Hey, Mike.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Sorry, GM Mike. As a heads up, there is a defend action.
Yeah. Okay.
As a side note, whenever you say, like, take damage, am I including, like, minus the armor or
Yeah,
what?
you're deducting the armor from that.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
All right. Well, going forward,
Awesome.
we'll know there's a defend that we can use.
Yeah, it's a little bit involved. We can use it next session.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So we can use it moving forward from here too. That's fine. So it's made its move, and you've taken just a little bit of damage on that. So now, Azar, what are you doing?
So this is all gone now. Statue, and everything.
No, the statue's still there. It's not taking any damage yet. It's done some damage to Agnar. It's covered in the blood. What are you guys doing?
If I spark the flint, you could do Zuko style and turn that little spark into a massive flamethrower.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's something that could definitely be done.
Okay.
So Codrus is just banging the flint and steel together, going Zuko style.
Okay. Yeah. Then
Special effects.
do you want to roll for the Zuko style then?
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, that's whatever the sheet says on that. Yep. Is that plus wisdom, maybe?
Yeah. Wisdom, yeah. 7 plus the my wisdom's at an 8. So
Oh, your wisdom is 8.
yeah.
So that's -1.
Could I say that I'm helping him?
Sure. Yeah. Yeah, because you're using the flint. That's fine. So roll 2d6 plus was it +1 in the bonds? Or plus 2?
Yeah, so I got a 9 on mine.
Okay. So yeah, so you give him +1, bumping him back up to a 7. Yeah. So yeah, you bend the flames to your will. So are you directing them towards the statue then, I assume?
You can tell.
Yep. Oh yeah, so you as Kadroth sparks the flames. You send it out towards the statue, and it bursts onto the statue, and you're gonna do some pretty heavy damage, potentially. 7,
Oh yeah, that does look. It looks like we didn't just
17. So yeah, you're gonna do like about 17 damage. So as that happens, just bits and pieces of the statue kind of blow off. It gets cracked in a lot of places. It's still coming at you, but the explosion's pretty massive, and it catches both you and Kadroth in the blast, and you're both going to take 6 damage on that, minus your armor. Meanwhile, Melody, what are you doing?
Okay, so now that some of the pieces are blown off, the initial explosion is over, and basically I'm not going to get blasted to the other side of the room. I'm going to keep trying. I'm going to go over with my, basically my rusty sword and try to just pry, basically stick in and pry pieces off of it. So stab, hack and slash.
Okay, yeah, so give me 2d6 on your deck.
Got an 8.
Okay. So yeah, you run in. Tell me how you're gonna like chip some of the pieces off. Tell me what that. What
In one of those pretty massive cracks, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to like leverage it almost like a, just trying to get those pieces off of it. So.
Okay, and then roll for damage.
I rolled a 5.
Cool. Yeah. So wow, that's pretty good. So yeah, you sort of crack some of the pieces off. You cracked off what's sort of its left leg section, and so cause it to sort of hobble a little bit. As it happens, its wing sweeps down and sort of knocks you for a little bit of damage. You take just 1 damage, so really nothing at all.
And with minus the armor.
Yeah. So, but you do kind of fall to the ground a little bit, but you're not really taking a whole lot of damage. You're just a little banged up. Meanwhile, Agnar, what are you doing?
Well, now that I've successfully defended at least one thing, I'm going to take the axe I was defending with and just try and hack an arm off, I guess.
Okay. Yeah. So roll 2d6 plus strength on that.
2d6, that's 9, 10, 11.
Cool. And then roll for damage.
That's a 6.
All right. Cool. Yeah. So you're gonna do some pretty major damage to this thing. It's not dead yet, but tell me exactly how it goes down.
I am going to take my axe I was just holding in front of me, rear it back, and kind of come at it from the side, trying just right into the shoulder.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Cool. So you do that. Yeah, and the whole arm just comes right off. You cleave it, and it falls to the ground. And the golem is knocked to the side a little bit, and it kind of wobbles on its one leg. So, yep.
I hold the arm up in victory.
So yeah, so back to you, Kadroth. What are you doing?
Kadroth is going to pass the glory to Azar and go, in Kratos' name, strike it down, and try to cast magic weapon on his quarterstaff.
Okay. All right. So yeah, roll for that.
6 plus... Oh, I'm an idiot. I was looking at my d6 rolled one way. I was like, 6 plus 9. How does that work?
Yeah. Nope.
12 plus wisdom, 14.
Okay.
So
it
goes off with that hitch. You have a magic quarterstaff.
Yep. All right. So yeah, you have a plus bonus to your quarterstaff. Azar, what do you do?
I'm gonna attack this thing. We need to get this thing done.
All right. Cool. So then roll 2d6 on your strength then.
Do we just leave?
Roll. Never mind.
7.
Hello.
Strength is 12. 12. So.
Yeah. So yes, just straight up 7.
Yep.
All right. Cool. Are you still there?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. right. So yeah. Then roll for damage.
And add a D4.
Yep. Yeah. So roll your what is your damage? Is it a D8 or D6?
It's D8.
Yeah. So roll 1D8 and 1D4.
Next time I'll make sure to bring my big box of dice.
7.
I am finally getting.
And then the D4.
Yep.
2.
Yeah. All right. Cool. So you're going to destroy this thing. Tell me how you do it.
This bitch is gonna die. I just like throw it. I lunge it right into her. I'm throwing it right at her.
Okay. So you're throwing your staff sort of chest level or face level?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, chest level. Yep.
So you throw it right in the chest, and
it just explodes.
It blows right through the chest, and the whole thing just crumbles to the ground. And a flashy display of deconstruction. You know,
yes.
Clouds of dust coming up from it as that happens. And you can feel sort of a stillness of the room. The magic that was holding it together has dissipated, and it seems as though you're in the clear for the moment. So, what now?
Can I take her dagger?
Sure. Yeah, you can take her dagger.
I'm gonna be like,
Better dagger.
guys, we need to get out of here.
Yeah.
We just made an explosion.
Weapon upgrade.
Please tell me as you're like pointing to the exit, going, "We need to get out of here," pointing with the arm you severed.
Yes. Oh, I picked that arm up and I've been holding it triumphantly above me.
He's just like this way.
And I'm prying the dagger out of the other arm.
Nice. All right, cool. So you're sort of making your escape now, then.
Yep.
Yes, with arm in tow.
All right. So are you going to climb back up to the museum then?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
So you make your way back to the museum, and sort of as you do so, as you're sort of rising up, you can hear that there's a lot of sort of traffic going on throughout the museum. Nothing where you've just popped out at, but it's definitely like it seems like maybe the museum's on high alert.
We need to find an exit.
Yep. In fact,
And we don't have an exit because we got rid of our rope.
Yeah. So you had the rope was the skylight was one, but then there was also an exit at the back and an exit at the front. So
let's take the back.
Back exit.
Which one has the most sound around it?
So right now you sound more towards the back exit.
Oh, well,
Alright.
never mind.
Let's run to the front.
I turn around swiftly and go the other way.
All right.
Caudreth just sighs disappointedly, thinking we were going towards the action.
Yeah. All right.
We'll get there eventually.
All right. Cool. So yeah, you start making your way towards the front. You make it there to absolutely no trouble. And you've arrived at the front gate of the museum. Do you exit?
I would like to peer outside.
Okay.
See if I can see anyone out there.
Okay. So you want to creak the door open?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So let's do some discern realities on that.
What am I rolling for that again? 2d6?
2d6 plus intelligence.
Everything is 2d6. Why did I even ask?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a 10.
Nice. Okay. Good deal. All right. So yeah. You sort of crack open the door and you peer your head open, and you don't see anything immediately out front. It's dark, but there doesn't seem to be any guards out front.
Guys, I think we're clear.
Yep. All right.
Anyway, go ahead and head outside then.
Yep.
Yeah, let's go. Let's boogie.
As
Casually,
we're
I'm
going
going
to
to
leave,
casually stroll.
Yeah.
I'm going to look to Agnar and go, "Can I see the arm?"
I'm going to hand him the arm. Yeah.
I'm going to try to jam the door with the arm.
Okay. Yeah. Good. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Good
fine.
thinking.
So yeah, you leave, you exit, and you sort of like put the arm across the door to kind of jam it closed.
Yeah.
And so as you walk down the steps in the museum and start making your way past it, you start hearing some like knocking and rattling at the door that you were at.
Where's the action you wanted?
And there's some banging and whatnot. But yeah, now you're sort of in mode to exit the city, perhaps, or what are you gonna do?
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Oh yes, I'm gonna shoot down the nearest back alley I can.
Okay.
Yeah, we start taking back alleys. Back.
Stripping the guard gear off.
Sure. So as
Yes.
you're making your way through the back alleys, you don't get too far, and then you hear the town bell start ringing, and you start seeing light flares, magical light flares, go up around the city to illuminate the sky, and you hear the sound of guards and whatnot clinking around. So, what's your thoughts? What's your plans at this moment?
Anyone up for a mad dash?
Yes.
I'll charge at the forefront.
Yeah, let's go.
I'll
do
bring
it.
up the rear.
Mad dash to the outside world.
Yep. All right. So yeah, you start dashing through the city. It's dark. You're running. You're going down alleys. You're cutting through the backsides of businesses and things like that. Let me get someone to roll Defy Danger for the group.
Oh, I'm in front, so it should be me, shouldn't it?
You'll roll
Which
plus
stat
Dex.
is it going to be?
Dex.
Oh,
Not me.
Me
and Melody, I think, have the best.
15, yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely even.
So who's rolling?
I'll roll.
All right.
I'll roll. Okay, I roll a 9.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So yeah, you sort of you make your way through the city, and you get right towards the entrance, and you make your way sort of out the front gate. But as you make your way out the front gate, you find that you have 2 guards in tow behind you, and lo and behold, it's the 2 guards that you robbed before, and they sort of start yelling at you, "Stop! Stop! Stop in the name of the law!" What do you do?
Anyone feel like stopping?
No!
Nope, let's keep going.
Lead him into the woods.
That continues running.
Oh, I take the dinosaur eye, I throw it behind me.
Okay.
Are you banana peeling this?
Yes, I sure am.
By the way, we should mention that these guards are half naked.
Let me get a
One is only missing his pants.
Fair enough.
Let me get 2d6 on dexterity for volley then, since you're throwing.
All right, okay.
I was like, I've never gotten to it in phone. What's it called? So I got
Volley?
an A plus
7.
Okay. So you toss the eye back behind you, and one of the 2 guards definitely steps on it, slips, falls and hits his face. But sort of as you're doing that, the other guard pulls out a bow and an arrow, and he draws back, and he shoots it towards you, and you're going to take 5 damage on that. Catches you right in the back of the shoulder, but you're still running, and you just have the 1 guard chasing you now at the moment, because the other one is sort of slipped and fallen on his face.
Are we running into like a tree line or anything?
Yeah, you're heading towards the forest, I guess. Well, where are you?
Okay.
As soon as we get in the tree line, I just spring behind a tree and then just surprise mace to the face.
Same with an axe.
All right. Let me get you to roll. Let me get you both to roll 2d6 on hack and slash.
8.
8.
Okay. All right. Yeah, sure. And let me get you both roll for damage then.
2.
3.
Should I come over there and try to
This is not good.
stab them a little with my new dagger?
Let's say you're still like pulling that arrow out of your back right now, right?
Okay.
But what is Azar doing?
I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna do what they were trying to do.
Okay. So let me get you roll 2d6.
Mostly did it.
You should roll 2d6 on strength then.
Okay.
I did it. He's
9.
just a little shorter
Yep, and
than
then
I
roll for
thought.
damage.
Okay. 4.
Okay, so your combined efforts will murder this dude. How are you all striking at him?
Well, I'm tall, so I'm gonna be hitting him towards the face.
Okay.
And I'm
I
gonna hit
assume
him
I-
like in the chest.
I'm hitting him in the leg.
All right. So you're all hitting him in the 3 different parts. Both Agnar and Azar are coming from the right, and and
Oh,
Kadroth is coming from the left.
Plus, this guy in the kneecap.
So yeah, you're all coming, and you'll sort of like batter and mangle his body into this sort of like twisted, bendy straw of a thing of just like mashed bone and blood as everything just squirts everywhere, and he just sort of like gets obliterated into this mangled mess of being that he is. But because you all hit some different angles
snap,
with
crackle,
such.
pop.
Because you all hit with such force in all the different angles, there's a little bit of consequence on that. As Azar hits his bow kind of bounces back and catches Kadroth in the shoulder. As Kadroth is hitting with his mace, he hits and goes clean through, catching Agnar in the face with his mace, and then Agnar, as he's slicing, slices clean through, but manages to nick Azar just right across the side. You're all going to take a wee bit of damage on that. So everyone's taking 6 damage minus your armor on that. So, well, not Melody, obviously, but the 3 of you are.
Great.
So, all right, but he's dead. He's obliterated, and you've sort of successfully made your escape into the trees. So you run for a ways until you sort of just can't run anymore. You're all sort of dead tired, and you sort of stop to make camp in the forest. And you've got the gem in hand, right? And you know the sort of the ancient ruins that you need to go to sort of activate this warp gate, as it were. You sort of know its location, and it's about a 2 days ride away. So where are we in our headspace? What is everybody thinking? Do we have any plans or thoughts at the moment?
I'm very sorrowful that the arm was left in town.
Well,
We need to regroup and
yeah,
figure it out.
the shoulder thing's got me
Yeah.
kind of not happy.
I'm a little banged up.
Kadroth is gonna like rub his hands together and just slap your shoulder with cure wounds. Just
Mr. Miyagi.
yeah.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I got a 7, so I can only do that once.
Well, if we're making camp, I'm just going to meander around outside the camp looking for cute animals secretly.
Yeah. Cuddling the furries. All right.
Yes, I am on patrol
Yep.
to help protect.
So yeah, and so that's a sort of a nice place for us to end for the night. Thank you guys a lot. It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Very fun.
Definitely enjoyed it. I wondered how y'all were going to sneak into the museum. I was curious because you had a couple of options, and I definitely thought maybe you would try and charm the guards when y'all were in that moment of need before you like started attacking them all.
Why is the dumb fighter so good at reading maps?
I don't know. Yeah,
That was a good question. Yeah.
Savant. Maybe he's a savant, right?
I mean, I guess I was an adventurer, so maybe I learned how to read a map once.
Yeah. Oh, well, hey, even a blind squirrel finds nuts, right? So, you could have just looked up into that. So, yeah, good times.
Yeah.
Very fun.